that's some shooting. Man, talk about cooking. This is what we were shooting. 125 grain jacketed hollow points. And they were Winchesters. Picked them up a while back. Hand loads with, oh, look at that. Very nice brass, people. This is 16.6 grains of 2400. 1400 feet per second out of this gun. And that's just an estimate. I don't know if we caught some of those big fireballs on camera, but we'll see what we can do. But yeah, this is the one, the only, the 686. 686-2. Had to double check. Very nice. Smith. Beautiful. Beautiful. You guys seen this before on the channel. This is our, well, it's not our second time taking it out, but second time I think we're doing a little bit of a in-depth review of it. Actually, ooh, she's hot. She's very hot. Ooh. That's why I wear the Blue Man gloves. Ooh, and it keeps the lead and stuff from getting in your pores. And you can see right here is just how fine they are. They're really nice. They really take to the contours of your hand. Never mind that hole. We gotta get some new gloves. Anyway, this beauty right here, we slicked this one up. You guys saw the video we did of that. If not, go back and take a look. Excuse me if you guys hear me snorting and sniffing and all that stuff, sniffing around. It's just because of the touch of the hay fever. Never mind not. There's our empty pile of goodness that we just went off on. I wanted to do some warm-up shots, which is what I did. And let's double check real quick. Okay, she's empty. You've heard some people talk about when you shoot, the gun has to rotate and feel like it's kind of like a wave. They want to say a hump when you pull through, and it's a smooth hump. Hopefully should be a smooth hump as you're going through. Okay, that all has to do with, well, there's a couple of springs in here. I'll show you. I'll take these off. You got your hammer spring. Here's your hammer spring right there, and you'll see what that looks like. This is what it looks like right here. And you can see the Smith & Wesson has the characteristic stirrup. You see that on their revolvers. Now we got us some Aftermarket power ribs, and you can see the difference when we take this one out. What they see here, you see that? Yeah, you see it's got a little bit of a notch kind of dinged into that, which is supposed to make it feel real smooth as silk compared to the stock Smith & Wesson. So what we thought we'd do today is go through and show you guys just how to swap them out, how easy it is. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And yes, today I have the mallet. You wouldn't believe the amount of death threats I got from that one video I did showing you how to slick this sucker up, where I took the screwdriver and pried the side plate out. Jeez, people, get over it. it works. First thing you want to do, of course, is we're going to remove with an appropriate, always use your appropriate screwdriver. You guys do have one of these, right? A set of these is a Wheeler, cheap little Chinese made, fits in the shooting bag, and it's better than having it at the bench back at the house or in the shooting room. So what we're going to do first, what we're going to do is loosen the screw, the tension screw here. This is how you can control, let's take that, your hammer strikes, and take that full off. Next, we're going to remove our 3 screws. And again, if you guys are not comfortable in doing this, don't do it. I don't know what else to tell you. This is the yoke screw. And you can tell because when you pop this out, now your yoke will come off. Ooh, look at that. And go back and look at the video and we'll show you how you can clean this up and kind of do some maintenance on it if you want, but that's another video. Put that to the side. Oh, and of course you do not want to lose your screws. Let's move our pile of brass aside here. We'll put our screws there. And get number 2 out here. Some guys put Loctite on their screws. I know the factory does. I'm not a big fan. You could put Loctite. If you do, I'd go with the blue version because it's a little easier to remove. Oh yeah, these screws are a little bit loose. They're not snug. But what do you want? Ancient revolver lore says you must strike frame with oh, well, there goes our spring. Oh, there goes our other screw. To knock side plate off without banging. And you can see how it's working its way loose. This is how a lot of guys talk about doing that. Oh God, all kinds of parts fell out. Holy crap. Don't be scared, people. This is just a safety, hammer safety that's in there. So I'll show you guys how to put that in later. There's your side plate. Oh, look. It looks pretty good. Let's get a close-up of this so you guys, you haters out there who told me that I was ruining my gun and I was destroying the gun and the gun was now worth crap because of the way I took the side plate off. Look at that. Very nice. Hey, did I mention we're taking our gun apart in the field? Oh, man. Look, we're just doing some shooting. You just saw us shooting. Holy cow. We're out in the field on the back of the truck. Oh, my God. Excuse me for the... Oh, look at that. You guys see what I see? Oh, look. Are they ripe yet? No, they're not ripe yet. Almost. Let's see what it tastes like. Now it's still bitter. Ooh, this guy looks like he's bitter. He's ready. Ooh. Excellent. We got a whole tree here, people. This is the tree that we park under. The damn squirrels wouldn't stop eating them all. Well, anyway, what are you going to do? A little bit of a side note. Can you tell I haven't had breakfast yet? Anyway, yeah, this is beautiful. Let's get a shot of the tree. Look, this is the tree we park under, people. Isn't she beautiful? I don't know how... Oh, there's another one right there. Look, we got a bunch right here above us. All right, let's get back to work here. As I was saying, we're out in the middle of nowhere. Here's the old spring. I'm going to show you this, the old power spring. Hammer spring, whatever you want to call it. And you can see the difference here. Yeah. Supposedly, this notch that they put in here, this indentation, whatever you want to call it, it's supposed to relieve the pressure and make the gun just feel a heck of a lot smoother as you're shooting it. We're gonna find out. I just shot a bunch of rounds. You can see my empty brass right there this morning. You know, get the feel for the gun. That way we shoot the gun and we get the feel for it. And now we're gonna, I think we put about 100 rounds through the gun this morning, just plinking around, having some fun. Oh, and yeah, you want to make sure your little screws over here, if they drop on the ground, you're screwed. Literally. Okay, I will show you here how this thing attaches. And you can see right here, this is the spur on the back where the spring attaches to. And they're going this way. And you can tell it goes in this way because you see how the lurch is down there. It's kind of going outwards. And that's where it attaches and it hooks into the bottom right here. There we go. All right, guys, that's where you want to put that. So that'll go like that. A little bit of CLP we're going to put on the stirrup here of the hammer. And it should just slip right in, see? Slips right in. There we go. And you can see how we did that. Just slips right in. See that? Let's see if we get a closer view. right there. See that? Right here. That's where it's supposed to go in. When we put our lube right on the base of that stirrup. It's supposed to slip right in the bottom right over here. Now, banging the camera here. We'll tighten it up. I'll make sure it's centered in the frame here. And you can see. And now it's not going to cock because the side plate's off and the yoke is not in there. The cylinder's not in there, so you've got your another form of safety right here. See how it blocks the hammer? Right over here? Yeah. Firing pin safety, which goes right in there. See that? And it rides up and down on this little lever on the trigger return. Now this is the trigger return spring. This is another spring you can replace. They sell one that is lighter. I'm not going to bother with that. I think that this gun is, you saw the smoothing up we did, the slick up we did of this gun. If not, go back and watch the video. You'll see what we're talking about. Goes down, face down, like that, see? Now when you put your side plate back, let me show you something. You've got a little notch up here on the top of the side plate. That's got to go in first. Yeah. Don't try to jam it in there. And there you go. That's a tight fit. There you go. Very nice. Give it a couple of dry runs. Ooh, now it already feels very smooth. I like that. We're gonna take some shots and reassemble her. Take some shots and we'll see what's going on. Oh, by the way, this is a rawhide, rolled rawhide hammer. And you can see they just stuck a screw through here. I got this at one of the local leather shops. These are great to have. This has got to be over 20 years old, but they're indispensable. Okay, let's put our screws back in. Oh, that does feel really nice. That really feels nice. This will go in our toolbox, our miscellaneous toolbox. And if you guys don't have one, you need to. Especially if you're going to start doing your own stuff on your guns. Beautiful grips. Square butted grips. I don't know why it's so much fun to do Julia Child's voice. You don't want to over tighten these either. Let's get it back in service. And this time we've got some nice Keith type flat nose 173 grainers, I think. Yeah, 173 grainers with about I think 6 grains of unique. Because I'm tired of shooting the heavy loads. Now our hammer strikes are too light. What'd you think of that? We lightened the hammer spring and you saw what happened. We got some misfires. And maybe because these are, I think these are Wolf primers with a harder primer cup. You see that? All misfires. Now, if we try a single action, we'll see what happens. Single action works sometimes. Just goes to show you got to test your weapon out before you take it anywhere. If you were going to conceal carry this, I definitely will not use a lighter mainspring on that. Definitely wouldn't do that. And I did check that mainspring screw, you know, the screw that's on the bottom over here in the front that puts pressure on the spring, and that's down all the way. So there's not really anything much we can do. One thing about it, it'll show you if you're flinching. Great training tool. Yeah, but again, if you want to really have some fun, if your range time is limited, stay with the stock spring. It feels really good, but it's not reliable. I'm gonna shim it. I'm gonna put a piece of cardboard in between the screw and the spring, just to give it a little more tension. See what happens. We just put a little bit of cardboard, folded in half off that packaging that came with the spring. We shimmed it up, stuck it in there. Now we got more leverage. Will I want to use this in a carry gun? Heck no, definitely no, never. But for range and for fun, man, why not? And it's really, really smooth. Seems to work okay now. So here you can see what we did. Let's see if we can get a little bit of there. See? We just took a piece of the cardboard that came with the packaging, doubled it up, and stuck it between the screw and the spring, and gave a little more leverage. And you saw what happened. It worked. But it's just a temporary solution. I mean, it feels really smooth. I mean, it's really smooth. It's like butter. It's nice. That being said, you can always go to a little bit of a heavier spring or modify your spring. Look back in our playlist, we show you how to do it. Actually, we did it on a black powder percussion gun. We lightened the spring by using a sander, a belt sander. Check it out. What are we gonna do? We're gonna swap it back out. This gun didn't like it. You guys make the choice, do whatever you wanna do. I just showed you. I'm gonna probably put the stock spring back in here and put this in another gun, see if it works in another one. You know, that's all the fun of this sport. Guys, get out there, do some shooting, do some modifying of your guns. And if you don't feel comfortable doing it, don't do it. That's the whole point of this. You saw how we did it. I showed you. It's easy. If you have any reservations, don't do it. Good shooting. Till next time. I love revolvers. You get to keep all your brass. Man, you could really tell the difference between the 357s and the 38s. Oh, my wrists will be feeling that tomorrow. Ooh, the gun's hot. Ooh, that gun's really hot.